Not all of the workers at this station look like we do. In fact, they look downright different with their forelegs and furry wardrobes. But they are well trained and they do pull the weight when mustering time comes around. And the farmer of this particular station, Tom, knows them as...
Humbug, here. Bosco. Fred, here. Fred, here. Bosco. Bosco, beautiful dog. Fred, come here. Come here, Fred.
That's
Fred.
right. Some of the toughest little workers on the property are these three little monsters. And the biggest threat they pose on the farm is probably licking people to death. These fearsome beasts are Humbug, Bosco, and Fred. And a dustier bunch of low-down, doggone dust diggers won't be found from here to high noon. But there are two other wee workers on this farm. And the best they could probably manage is licking your knees till they're soggy. It's these two little puppies called Bruiser and Blossom. Now, before you think that these dogs treat the place like a summer camp and that they're here just for fun and friendship, well, think again, because these are working dogs, and they trade their mushy love for a lot of hard yakka. And when the whistle goes, well, that's when the work clock starts ticking.
Humbug, come on. Here.
The dog's main job is mustering the sheep and cattle and pointing them in the right direction. That means gathering the mob by nipping around their heels and scaring them into a bunch that can be guided from behind. Now, the dogs don't look very scary to us, but then again, we don't have to be rounded up for a feed. Now, how does a border collie like Humbug know exactly what the farmer wants, huh? Well, Tom just tells her and the other dogs what to do. And he has a whole special language for them, don't you, Tom?
Yes.
Special working dog language.
Yes.
So can you explain some of the commands?
Yes.
How do you do them? What's one of them? What's the first one you do?
Well, the first one is that if I'm walking up to a mob of cattle, I say to the dog, behind, go behind. And she will all go way back. Go way back, and she will immediately run out and she will circle right round those beasts. At a given point, I will then give her another command. If she's going too fast, I will give the command easy. And that brings her back to a walk. Now, when I have her in position, and I want her to move up on the cattle, to move the cattle in the direction that I want to go, and she's already there with those two commands, go way back and easy, and then I will say up. And she will then move up on the cattle, and they will generally move off in the direction that you want her to move.
Dogs can only keep commands in their brains for 10 seconds, so the simpler, the better. And don't worry about the pleases and thank yous. It takes the dogs about 2 years to get used to people barking at them and not the other way around. But once they master the art, they can master till the day they drop, or if they so desire, retire after 10 years. This rounding up in the yards enables the farmer Tom to get his hands on all the sheep and shear them, or whatever else he has to do. Now, Tom, we've seen Humbug, Bosco and Fred at work, as well as the puppies. What are they like around the home?
They're absolutely marvellous. They're a marvellous company, tremendously affectionate, and they're quite adorable. And, of course, pups, like anything young, with their tricks and their antics and the way they boss their mother and bite her ear, and she's terribly tolerant.
Well, that's the busy and dusty life of a working farm dog. And I tell you what, if anyone ever tells me that they've been working hard like a dog, well, I'm going to feel really sorry for them. And what better way is there for a dog to relax at the end of the day but by lying in front of a nice, warm, cosy fire? Huh, Humbug?